folks, welcome to Plain in Traffic. Today's episode is day 2 of the WWE Takeover Atlanta, culminating in tonight's Evolution 2 event. And I figure I'm actually going to start today off. This is early, man. This is 11 a.m. right now. But I'm going to start this off today by getting a picture with Naomi, who, by the way, is she's one of my all-time favorites. Really. I mean, look, I'm gonna admit everything on my channel. One, I absolutely was a fan of Total Divas, and I loved her and Jimmy on there. I loved the back and forth, all that. I just liked it. So, period. Anyway, so yeah, today I'm gonna start this in. I think I'm at 190 Marietta. Yo, this place is pretty sick looking. Check this out. Check this out. I'm inside this building. I forget what this is. CN building, tower, blah, 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 blah. But yeah, here's the WWE's merch. And honestly, I'm going to probably stay clear of that, I think, because I'm going to end up getting slammed financially if I go in there. These tickets were enough. But I'm not gonna lie. This is sick right here. This is part of the cast of the show tonight. I would be more inclined to think this is more for the Battle Royal, because I think Stephanie and Jada and Nikki. Yeah, I think this is the Battle Royal crew for tonight. Of course, absolutely voting for Jada. Jada Parker. Go ahead, Miss Parker. Yeah, so tonight this is really what I really enjoy, getting my picture with Naomi right here, and then they just inserted Bianca in as a referee tonight between Jade and Naomi. Tonight I was Polo and Braxy B, as could just to show her that Jade had sat in front of right where I was sitting. And then, as I was poloing her, I was like, yo, look at Jade Cargill's sitting right in front, a couple of rows up. Yeah, Naomi flies out from behind. I obviously didn't know that was coming. And that was a lot of fun. And Braxy B got to see that on Polo as it was happening. You can't beat that. You can't beat that. I was trying not to do any merch here, but I could not help myself but to get this. So I'm always a big fan of the figures and all that. This one is fire. The fact that the belt, that it's going to be coming out. I don't really leave them in. I don't do that sort of thing. I take them out. But this, we'll see what that looks like. But you see the NWA title on Dusty and Cody. Apparently this just came out. And yeah, I'll take it. Thank you. It pays to look at things like try to look at as much as you can, because a recent video that I did on my channel about the Pond City Market and its history is being confirmed right in front of me right now. Check this out. So here's a wide look at this. This is a wide picture right here, landscape of Pond City. Well, that's actually the building as it appears, the Pond City Market building right here. And as you can see, we already knew it was an old Sears building. We knew that. So I literally was shooting the video right beyond, and I was wondering where this ballpark was. I was accurate. I guessed it. Directly across the street from Pond City Market was a minor league baseball stadium. I honestly think this team was called the Atlanta Crackers. I'm not really positive. I'm going to confirm that. But the fact that they have a picture in this building of it is absolutely fantastic. Look at this. Look at this. This is going to need to be a picture. Hold up. I'm saying hold up to the audience while I take a picture of this thing. This is just a tremendous thing to say. Let's just say that. And Braxy B don't like when I use tremendous 18 times an episode. Sorry. So, Naomi's back there. yeah, the sweetest. And you know what I really appreciate? You know, it's just like it's a long stretch, and it's got to be a super long day for her. And but like the way she interacts with everyone coming up there is really, really sweet. She means a lot to a lot of people for a lot of reasons. So, but she's absolutely the sweetest. So I chalk that off, or chalk it off. Yeah, off my bucket list. I got a picture with Naomi. I'll post a picture. Honestly, I do not do that often. I got a very limited group of people in entertainment, specifically pro wrestling, that I have pictures of. Naomi would be on a short list. I know there's an Asuka in there. There's an Abdullah the Butcher in there. There's this Chris Jericho in there. And guess what? I'm going to have to really dig beyond that. So, yeah. And, you know, these people that came out to see her, like her fans that came out to see her, yo, they were dressed by the Mercedes-Benz Stadium. If WWE isn't your thing, Beyonce's here tonight. This might be an interesting thing after Evolution gets out. I don't think they're expecting as big a crowd for Evolution as they got for Saturday night's main event, but that's a big building, and I'm pretty sure it's probably at like 90% capacity. So I wouldn't be surprised if that's a little chaotic after the show's over with traffic. But yeah, check this out. I'm gonna ask because I'm inquiring minds want to know if this is the line to get into the building. But it's early, yo. It's like 1:30ish, maybe 2 p.m. in the afternoon. Or no, you know what this is? This is probably the merch line. Gee, oh my God. Hold on. Let's confirm. Let's do video surveillance. I think that's what this is, and it's wrapping all the way around. Oh yeah, it is. There you go. There it is. Merch. Yo, that's sick. That is, wow. Okay, there you go. Correction. That's the merch line. So there's State Farm Arena right here. There's Mercedes-Benz right there. And then you got this little thing in between them. It's like Olympic themed. It's got a little water feature. If anyone asks for a water feature in today's episode, you're going to get one. Right here off to the left. There you go. And guess what? I'm sitting here for a second. Right in the shade. There you go. Look at that. So yesterday was like around a 99 real field temp, and today I'm going to assume it's going to be increasingly higher as the next few days go by. So I'm going to assume it's going to be over 100 today. So let's grab a little shade and then go on to the next adventure. Oh, okay. So last night's show, Saturday night's main event, looks like it's getting a universally bad review, which is, I don't really review shows anymore. I'll review matches in shows. Like me personally, like, oh, that match was good, this match was a dud. I did not expect much from Gunther, and let me rephrase it. I did not expect much from a Goldberg match. I know Gunther can work. But that was already a thing. That was going to be that day. Everyone already knew that. They knew what that was going to be. Just it was what it was. But that Rollins match prior to that, we knew right where we were sitting at that with that. He got hurt. How many times he's going to springboard off that rope? I know he's in tremendous physical condition, but my knees hurt after he does that. That literally, they're saying they rewrote the whole back end of the show because of that. And you don't know who to believe. Everyone's trying to get views and everyone's getting clicks for their opinion on what they thought was happening. Were people actually thinking that they were going to put Goldberg over in that match and then have Seth cash in? Was he going to cash in after he had a match earlier in the night with LA Knight? I don't know. Was he going to cash in on a Saturday night's main event? Yeah, so I'm going to say this. I don't think he was. I don't think it was going to be anything done there, although at this point, the bigger story is really what they're going to do moving on with the Money in the Bank briefcase with Seth. Because if this is an ACL injury, yo, it's going to be, yeah, it's going to be. I mean, I don't even know what the length of time it is. It's going to be a long time. So that's the bigger picture. And what they do with Braun and what they do with Tsunami is going to be a whole nother thing too. During that time, they're jinxed right now, because with Liv Morgan going down and Seth going down and Bianca having been down since WrestleMania, it's been an interesting, hand that they've been dealt. And I'm not really mad at it. I'm not going to say I wish them ill will. I don't, because I'm a big fan. But this Saudi Arabia stuff it just bothers me, and the amount of investment of time is bothering me, and the fact that they're doing the Royal Rumble there is bothering the crap out of me, because there are two divisions here. There's a women's division and a men's division, and the minute you make a commitment to Saudi Arabia for a Royal Rumble outdoor facility, when the temperatures rarely dropped under 75 degrees, and have these women perform head to toe, come on, it's just stop it. And anyway, okay, next topic. So I decided to just sit and chill in Centennial Park. Found a little bit of shade, sat down, and the one wheel, and there you are, one wheel down there. Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is. Okay. Excuse me. And people will ask me about it, and usually that starts a conversation. A gentleman came past and was like, "No way, I'm getting on that." And I was like, "That's all good." And they'll usually ask how I learned and how long it took me and blah 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 blah. Well, this guy went past. He goes, "Yeah, since I've had back problems, yeah, I'm not gonna be doing that." And I was like, "Nah, dude, I get it, man, 100%. You know what I mean? That you wouldn't want to do that." He goes, "Yeah, I found out I got a broken tailbone." And I go, "When did you find this out?" He goes, "I just saw a chiropractor. I think he said a couple weeks back." And he goes, "I never even knew I had it." And I went, when do you think that might have happened?" He thinks it might have happened when he was in the military back in the 80s. In the 80s. Oh, Fountain Show. All right, he said he got it he said he got it in the 80s. He said a guy was smacking him with a boot because he snored so loud in the bunks when he was in basic. I was like, "Oh my God." He goes, "Yeah, dude, he used to crack me all the time in the back." He goes, "I had asthma," so, which is interesting that he was in the military, because I thought that they were kind of not about that. But here's the water show at Centennial Park. So just for context on that last video, and a reason why there were no additional videos for about 5 to 6 hours, that ride was a big mistake. Let me just say that. And coming soon to Playing in Traffic will be a video called My Day in Court. So you can put 2 and 2 together, but that was a little trailer of what's to come. Okay, now back to Evolution 2 and the last third of it that I actually saw. So Evolution ended, and Beyonce's still in the stadium, which is good, because then we all get a chance to get back to our car before, it gets a little chaotic. Yeah, long day, no explanation is going to be given, but definitely had about 5 hours of, shitty, anyway, long day. Do bad things happen. This is going to leave it at that. So but I did make it in time for Naomi losing to Jade for the 116,000th freaking time. I really think that's not a good move, but I will say what was the good move. Io and Rhea put on an absolute 5-star match, culminating in Naomi coming out and cashing in her Money in the Bank briefcase. That was absolutely sick. And you know, it was like euphoric for me because I'm a big Naomi fan. I'll post a picture. I think I already posted it in the video of a meet and greet earlier that I did with Naomi. Naomi cash in. Are you kidding me? You've got to be kidding me. What a moment. I'm so happy I was there to see that. She's really earned, in my opinion, she's earned that so like hardcore. And this gimmick that she is on currently, this character is fire. I think her striking could be better, but the character itself is absolutely amazing, period. Amazing.